Welcome everyone to the GuideWell Insights Lounge. This is Kate Warnock coming to you from the Synapse Summit in Tampa, and we have probably one of our best guests of the day, Mr. Dave Pizzo. Dave, welcome.
Thank you, Kate. I'm so happy to be here with you today.
We are thrilled to have you. So Dave is the West Region Market President for Florida Blue. All right, so Dave, here we are, day one of the Synapse Summit. What has you excited about this particular event, and why is Florida Blue a sponsor?
Well, I'm glad you used that word, excited. I am delighted and excited to be here today. I've seen what's happened behind the scenes regarding Synapse, but more importantly, around innovation in the Tampa Bay region and state of Florida. What's got me really excited is seeing the energy of the different people that are putting this together, but more importantly, around the sponsors and the participants that have really come from not only Tampa Bay, but across Florida, across the Southeast, and even nationally. And I know there's some global players here as well. So it's just seeing the great excitement and interest in innovation and collaborating on it today.
Well, terrific. Well, so tell me, how would you gauge, being market president of this particular market, you know this area really well, how would you rate the state of innovation in Florida today?
Maybe on a scale of 1 to 10, and obviously this isn't based on any real quantitative data, I'd say probably a 6 or 7 in general, but growing.
Yeah.
I think there's a great recognition of the talent here in Florida, the wonderful environment that Florida plays for innovative companies and the ecosystems. What we're not known for nationally as much as we'd like to be, but there's great talent, great support services, and great energy. And I believe through Synapse and conferences like this and work that's going on throughout Florida, and even in our own company at GuideWell, it's starting to get the word out more about the innovation that's available and happening in not just Tampa Bay, but Florida in general.
Terrific, terrific. All right, my next question for you then. Lots of startups, this is the big question that I think a lot of our audience would like to know. Lots of startups would love to do business with Florida Blue. What's the right way for them to approach the company?
I'm glad you asked that question about how so many businesses would like to do business with Florida Blue, really get engaged. I get approached all the time.
Sure.
In the entire time I've been here, about 10 years in this market, every week, multiple organizations reach out, or through other friends. The one thing that I think is really critical, and I've noticed that doesn't happen as much as should, many startups don't understand how the insurance industry works and how payers work and the whole ecosystem of the model. So often I get approached by companies that may have great ideas on things, but they really don't understand the payment flows and how things work. So I try to educate them. But the most important thing they can do is understand our industry inside and out and understand how they can plug in to the value model there. Because there can often be things that they just don't understand. Insurance companies or payers or now health solutions companies like ours may not be interested in paying for something.
Right.
Or they really need to understand how it affects outcomes. Obviously, we're trying to get much better health outcomes, so they need data to show how their product or service improves health outcomes of our members or patients. That's probably the most critical thing. Okay,
so do their homework, and if they do that, understand the context and how they can plug in. That's a big step forward, isn't it?
Absolutely. And there's plenty of resources to help with that.
All right, terrific. My final question for you, Dave. Where do you see Florida Blue innovating in the next 3 to 5 years?
Well, I think we're really innovating right now, so I'm excited. To me, I've been here 21 years, and it sounds like a long time, but I feel like this is a new company, especially the last few years. Every year or two, it continues evolving. Now we're a health solutions company with 5 different business sectors. I think the future is very bright, and I see us doing a lot more. I know we're doing a lot of work on the customer experience.
Right.
There's a lot of work happening on artificial intelligence, not only through us, but others, Internet of Things in the home. I think the future is very bright for healthcare, and within 3 to 5 years, we are going to become used to a different model, kind of the way Uber worked. No one knew what it was, but when you get it, you liked it.
Right.
And I think there's a
Right.
lot on the horizon and happening, and I feel it's a great future for Florida Blue and for our customers.
You know, we had our Chief Strategy Officer, Dr. Tamara St. Clair, on a little bit earlier, and she teased some big announcements that are coming, some partnerships, some new directions that we're going in care delivery, things with interoperability. So it speaks to everything you said, and I think in 2 to 3 years we may not recognize GuideWell even in Florida Blue. There's so much change.
Absolutely. If I can say one more thing,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think of us as an insurance company, and that sounds like an old school kind of thing. Please, if you're thinking about getting in this industry or working within this industry, think about it as a whole new paradigm. We are a data analytics company. We're an IT company. We're a healthcare delivery company. You name it, we probably have it, and there's innovation happening everywhere. And we're working with a lot of top-notch institutions, including like USF and many others throughout the state and nationally, on pretty groundbreaking ideas and programs. So if you're looking and you're talented and want to look at maybe a new career as well, look at Florida Blue and GuideWell.
That's
I
right.
think there's a lot of opportunity.
That's right, and maybe you get to go work for an amazing person like Dave Pizzo, our market president. So we're so glad that you joined us here in the GuideWell Insights Lounge. Thank you for your time.
Well, thank you, Kate. You
All
make
right.
me blush, though.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it.
This is Kate Warnock. Thank you for watching.